Hi guys, welcome back to This is Kendra TV. Today I have for you 3 shows that happened this summer that I'm going to review and recap for you. We're going to start off with Floribama Shore, X on the Beach, and Are You the One? So let's get into it. So Floribama Shore, if you don't know what I'm talking about, this is the 2nd season. I did a review video of the 1st season, so check the link. This is the recap for season 2. So season 2 has 14 episodes. I'll explain later why I think this is either the end of the show or if it's a season 2 part 1. So it's the same deal as the first one. They all go back to the shore house. Same setup, they all fight, they all get drunk, they go to New Orleans this time for a little change up. So some of the things that happen this season is Candace comes in and she has a boyfriend. Candace is a very, very pretty girl, so I don't know why she ended up with this manner of man. Candace comes in and she's like, I have a man, I'm kind of seeing him, kind of not. Kodine, I guess, had stated that he likes her. So he was trying to slide into that. But Kodine asked her if he could go on a date with her. She said yes. She was gonna run it by the man that she has. He got jealous, so she said she can't go because she didn't want to offend him, because she didn't realize that they were exclusive. At that point, they were just kind of fooling around. That was her side piece. This man has the world's weirdest name, guys. I don't understand where Candace picked up this man. I don't get it. If I get this correctly, his name is Gator J. Southside God 3162, something in that realm of craziness. I really hope that is not his legal name. I know it's not his legal name, but why he chooses to call himself Southside God, I will never understand. I don't understand why his name is Gator, but I digress. So, Candace gets into a fight with the roommates because he's coming over and the roommates don't want to call him Southside God. So she kind of is trying to defend her man, which is acceptable. She goes about it the wrong way, but they ended up calling him Gator. So he comes in. You can see this relationship is kind of toxic. Everything she does, he thinks she is cheating on him. So they're always fighting, they're always cussing, he's always trying to bring up something. Later on in the season, you find out that he put his hands on her, which is unacceptable in any right. Whatever she did, even it goes the other way around. Ladies, it's unacceptable to put your hands on your man. And her mom finds out about it from her best friend. So she kind of confides in the roommates about the situation, so she needs to figure out that. Courtney, she also has a man this season. She comes in with this man headed over heels. She's in love. They meet up in the club. She gets drunk. He looks like he's gonna rip her head off, but you kind of also in the same right see that when he gets drunk, he gets really irate when he's drunk. She ended up having a pregnancy scare this season. We also find out that she had a miscarriage before she came onto the show. So that also kind of fuels why she broke up with him, because she wanted to give her baby the best life if she was pregnant. She didn't want to be under stress, and all he was doing was stressing her. And this man would just show up out of nowhere. He would pop up in the creep inside the house and just stare at her, just kind of like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Why are you going? So That's also a reason why she broke up with him. The roommates started to feel uncomfortable. So the girls go on a girls trip, and he ends up bringing Courtney like flowers and like writing her a little rap to try to get her back. She doesn't fall for it. She ends up just wanting to stay clear of him. Courtney's doing Courtney. She's peeing herself, dancing a fool. She's doing her. The boyfriend also gets into a fight with Gus and Jeremiah. Courtney and Jeremiah, they ended up kind of liking each other, or Courtney ends up liking Jeremiah after the fact that she broke up with her man. So that's an ongoing thing right now. They're kind of testing the waters that they might be a relationship. Nilsa is back. Nilsa, her whole thing this season was with Gus. If you remember or recall last season, Gus took Nilsa out on a date. Nilsa wasn't having it. She was just kind of like, no, I don't want to be with you. You're too nice, this and that. But this season, Gus is not paying her any attention, and she's like, I want me some of Gus. Gus is looking good. So the only time Gus really pays attention to Nilsa is when he is drunk and he's kind of feeling flirty or sexual. So that's what they had going on this season. In the end, they don't really make it. They like kind of start fooling around, but I don't think they ever had sex. Or I don't remember them ever having sex. It was just more like here and there type, you know, kind of things. Amy's being Amy. She was drinking a lot. She got sick. They threw her out of the house. It's because she caught the cold from everyone else's sickness, because Courtney was sick and then Amy got sick and they didn't want the house to get it, so they threw her out. She became a mermaid for a day, so good on her, because that looked really fun. She and Gus, towards the end of the season, end up getting into a massive fight that splits the whole house. Jeremiah's grandfather dies in the season, so that was his storyline. He leaves the show to go be with his family, to say bye to his grandfather, which was a really touching moment. They all came together for it. And then when he comes back, they all go to New Orleans. Codine, again, he didn't do much this season. He didn't do much last season, either. He just kind of there to stir the pot, be a shit disturber, say something to one person, and then say he didn't say it. So that's what he did this season. And then Kurt, he just got into a lot of fights. That's Kurt. Kurt just got into a lot of fights. He almost got arrested for punching some guy because he was angry. Kurt needs to work on his anger management. Gus, again, he didn't do too much. You kind of find out about his backstory. Not as hell driven this season to get a wife, which is nice. So all in all, this season, it's still not the best season. It's still not like, oh my god, I need to watch the show. It's more of, I'm bored and it's on, let's watch it. So the season ends off in them all going to New Orleans. Gus, Amy get into a fight because Amy wanted to have a nap before they went to the club, and then Gus ends up calling her. He takes a kind of nasty jab at her, saying that she was fat, and she didn't like it, so she ran up to him and like decked him. So the whole house is divided because Gus wanted Courtney to kind of take his side, but she's stuck in the middle because she's also one of the girls. So they end up going home, and Amy knows that she needs to kind of say sorry to Gus. I believe she ends up saying sorry to Gus, and then they kind of just end the season on that note. They don't say no one leaves the house, first of all, and then they just kind of stop. There's no more episodes, nothing. So I don't know if they just stopped because they didn't see that they were getting the ratings they wanted to get, if they stopped just because they wanted to cut it up into a part A and a part B type season, but they just kind of stopped. So that was Floribama. So MTV got a new show this summer. It's not new to MTV because if you watch the UK MTV, they also have X on the Beach, but I also think that the UK version is a little better than the US version. I just found out that they're having a season 2, which is gonna premiere, I'm gonna assume, in the summer. Farrah Abraham is on this season, and Simon is back. So if you were a Teen Mom fan and liked Farrah Abraham, or you like Simon as her ex, they're back. So for the season, X on the Beach, for the first season, this is the rundown of the cast. I don't have too much to say about it. I watched it here and there. I caught up with it halfway through the season. And because I find I like the UK version better than the US version. All the guys and girls on there, they were cool, but the only ones that I really knew was Corey. Here's a list from the cast from the single side. Sorry, exes. You're just exes. I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm just gonna go over the single side and what shows they were from. So Alicia was from Are You the One? Angela is from Bad Girls Club. Chase is from The Bachelor. Corey's from The Real World. And a couple of other stuff. He's done the challenges and those kind of shows. He's also now on Teen Mom with his baby mama. Faith is from Vanderpump. Jasmine is from The Bachelor. Holly's from Big Brother. Taylor is from Are You the One? Torai, sorry if I'm saying your name wrong. He doesn't have a show. And Victoria, she also doesn't have a show. So when it comes to X on the Beach, if you haven't seen the UK version of X on the Beach, the singles all have an X roll up on the beach, and they either can stay with their exes and have the house, the singles all vote and have the house either keep their exes or try to boot their exes off. If they get a crush, it cancels out one of their ex. If they get enough votes X-wise, they leave the house. So the biggest parts of the show, couple anyways, was Corey and Taylor. Secondary couple that I remember was Torai and Angela. Torai and Angela are coming back for the second season. There is going to be a second season of this show. There was another couple, I don't remember who they were because they didn't really do much. Derek, which was Angela's ex, they had a big triangle. They had a huge triangle. So Taylor was dating Corey on the show. I don't know if they're still together. Alicia came in as Corey's ex. Corey got the house to vote her out, but then they had a twist where she ended up coming back and being one of the singles, so she could now not get voted out of the house. But what they had was Alicia, her exes were Derek, Corey. So Angela and Alicia had problems because they both dated Derek. Derek ended up wanting Angela back towards the end of the season, but Angela was very much in love with Torai. When Alicia came back to the house, Taylor and Corey made it known that they were together, but Corey also went to Alicia and told her that he still had feelings for her. What they had was special. If the timing wasn't right, whatever, and he was confused. He never told Taylor this. He ended up telling her that, well, yeah, she's here, I was confused, but I'm with you. He went and told Alicia that he has all this respect for her, blah blah blah, this and that. There was a massive fight in this house. Like, I loved Corey to death. Corey, I know he's a little he likes the women. If you've ever seen him on the show, he likes the women. But there was something that happened. I don't know if they didn't show him talking to her after this incident that I'm about to explain that kind of turned everything upside down. I kind of see him in a different light now. Alicia was kind of getting upset that Taylor and Corey were just kind of flirting around the house, and she could see it, so she finally got upset and she blew up. Of course, in that kind of situation, you're gonna blow up. So she blew up, and her and Taylor were fighting. The whole house was holding her back. Corey was kind of like mocking Alicia down the stairs, and then Taylor, out of nowhere, like not even like a little, she goes and like loogies on Alicia, like and like hits on this girl. From that point on, I lost all respect for Taylor. I lost all respect for Corey. I don't care how heated you are. I don't care in the moment if you're trying to throw fists. The last thing and the most disrespectful thing in my mind, tell me in the comments sections down below if you think this is true. The most low down, dirty thing you can ever do to a person is spit on them while you're mad. You're letting them know that you're worth nothing. You're worth less than my spit. You spit on the ground, and the ground is dirty. Like, and Corey didn't even like get mad at Taylor for it. He just kind of pulled her back and was like laughing at the whole situation. I was so pissed. In my brain, I was like, Corey, you have a child at home that's gonna see these kind of things one day. And if you guys were supposed to be together and like that was supposed to be the stepmother to your child, and she saw that, she's gonna be like, okay, well, my stepmom did it, now it's okay for me to go do it. To go spit on someone out of rage. Like, he didn't either I'm not saying he had to do this, or if they didn't show it, or if they did because it was edited not to show. He didn't talk to her. He wasn't mad at her. Like, if that was my woman, I would be pissed. I would be pissed off at her. I wouldn't talk to her. I wouldn't talk to X either. But I would have been pissed. That's the lowest thing you can do to any human being in my brain. That's what I got out of the season. That's all I can tell you about the season, you guys, because that's the biggest thing that happened that season. Again, there are, if you really are into some of the cast, Angela's coming back with Tarai. Farrah is coming back. These are the biggest names. Farrah is coming back with Simon. If you like them on Teen Mom, I'd go ahead and check it out. Watch the first season first. This is for the Ex on the Beach. Angela does do, this is how I found out her and Tarai weren't together before I found out that they were having a second season. She has a channel, and she kind of explains why her and her ex are not together. She does not state his name, but we all know it's him. So if you want, go find her channel, and she explains why they're not together anymore. We move on to Are You the One? So for Are You the One, I really only watch it just to see if they're gonna win at the end. I don't really watch to see like the beginning and like the ending and the party, because it's the same format. It's the same, oh, we're gonna go around, mess around, they're gonna try to cause drama, but then no drama really happens. At the end, they did end up winning the money. This season I kind of related to this season because towards the end they all thought they weren't going to win the money because none of them were opening up. They ended up everyone was in the same boat, that they've been heartbroken before. Like, I get everyone has been heartbroken, but they're at the point of heartbreak. If they let someone in that's wrong and they break their heart again, they're just gonna be shattered. So I related to that. So the couples for the pairings, if you don't want to watch, I will list them again. It's on my computer. Andrew and Callie were a match. Brett and Nutsa was a match. Cam and Bria were a match. Darnell and Jasmine were a match. Quasi and Lauren were a match. Lewis and Samantha were a match. Mo and Kayla were a match. Shamoy and Marie were a match. Tevin and Kenya were a match. Thomas and Asia were a match. And Zach and Morgan were a match. So the dick of the show, because every season needs a dick, was Zach. Zach played Morgan. Morgan said we were a match. Morgan went behind him, but he just pushed her away. The couple I love the most, because they would make super cute babies, Tevin and Kenya were a match, but they weren't together at the end, at the tell-all. They were also confirmed a perfect match. I think out of all the season, they might have gotten the most perfect matches, I think. So in the truth booth, these were the perfect matches. They had Shamoy and Marie, Tevin and Kenya, and Brett and Nutsa. So those are the 3 shows. I hope you guys like this review of the 3 shows this summer that were aired on MTV. I like, comment, share, subscribe. Let's have a conversation. What you guys liked, what you guys didn't like. Is there anything you would like me to review off of MTV? And I'll see you guys next Monday. Bye.